So today the idea is that we're going to try to replace my current craft paint container from the dollar store with something a little bit better. I want to have the paints vertical so that they're easy to select, and in the future I'll actually paint the top like everybody does, and then you should be able to look in and pull the paints as you want them. So in order to do that, the idea is to use some expanded polystyrene and cut holes in the polystyrene that will then support the paints. I have some pipe that I purchased actually years ago from the scrap bin in the metal supply shop, and it just so happens that it's relatively close in diameter. As I look at this, it's not close at all. We'll see. I hope this will cut it, otherwise we'll start getting creative. So step one is proof of concept. Alright, everybody's favorite heat gun. And instead of actually literally cutting it, we're going to heat the pipe to the point where it melts the foam. Which will probably be smelly. We'll turn on, that's why I'm working out of the paint booth. It's not hot at all. Okay, let's try that. Okay. Dismal failure. Let's pause the tape and try take two. Alright, so new propane cylinder, fresh out of the rain. Let's see. Okay, it's definitely hotter. I guess I don't trust my infrared thermometer. Maybe because it's aluminum. Alright, that produced a very clean hole. And moment of truth. Like it was made to fit. This is a complete success. Let's move forward. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this. That's adorable. So, now that we've done the proof of concept, I've done a little bit of checking that I probably should have done on stage one. The paints I currently own all fit in the tub, and more importantly, I went and drew a template. Of course, using CAD, because that's the only thing I know how to do. And this will generate 28, and I've got 21 paints currently, so I can only expand my collection by 7. Then again, I have 2 bins, so I'm sure this won't be a problem. These bins came from Target for $1 each. Worst case, I could buy more. They could send me to the poorhouse, though. Okay, so here I wrote my notes. It's an 8x6, so I don't mess that up. And where this sheet of scrap polystyrene is 24 by 24. Alright, let's see if that will work. Alright, that looks good. Actually, why am I bothering measuring? That looks a little loosey-goosey. We'll make do. Didn't I just say, like, a minute ago there was supposed to be 11 by 6? And this is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper that perfectly fits it. Okay. That will do. Probably should have made it a little bit bigger, but it's stable. Okay, so I know, because I drew this, that center to center in both directions is 1.5. That's because the diameter of this is 1.25. And unlike previously, I actually trust those numbers. So I'm going to lay that out. This line is dead center. These lines are not dead center. Instead of thinking about stuff when this pipe is hot, I will do some tracing. Use the pipe to do kind of, you're never going to see that because there's no illumination, but I can use it as like a bomb sight, and then do one of these numbers. Alright, layout's done. Yeah, they look crass, but so what? I'll paint it, maybe? No? Okay, back in the fume hood, which I will turn on now before I forget. I use the term fume hood loosely in this, but it's definitely better than nothing. So I've got my styrofoam all ready to stamp out. I've got my propane cylinder, my template, and something I learned while the camera wasn't running much earlier is that aluminum gets hot on both ends because it conducts heat very well. So I'm going to try to mitigate that with this guy. Actually, I'm right-handed, so let's see. I think this will be a better idea. Bring this around. Do one of these numbers. We're just gonna, I guess I should start from the rear, come forward, center, rear, forward. It should be the most streamlined. And I'm using this end as the hot end. I'm going to mark. And I am going to forget that. Alright. Every goddamn time. I thought this was going to be easy. Alright, last one. It's gonna be the best one. Alright. Oh, oh, that is toasty. Oh man. Off with the glove. Okay, okay. No damage. I'm just a pansy. Okay, just wrapped up. Let's move this guy anywhere else before it burns me. And let's give this a little test. I'm going to clear off all these guys, which they're pretty cool. We'll see if I use them for anything. Probably not, just probably collect dust for years until someone looks at my house and decides that, why the hell are you collecting little bits of styrofoam? To answer that is to find out who I really am. Alright. Let's drop this in. It sort of fits. Maybe this way. Actually, it fits a lot better that way. Which is not good. So all the holes, by the nature of how they're made, should have a bit of a taper to them. So let's see here. This way. No. This way. Yes. Okay, so it must fit this way. And the hot spot appears to be in the back corner. So I'll just do a little bit of surgery. Alright, so there's also some flex to the plastic container. I think that's driving this. I'll load up the paints for now. I think I can do some glue or double-sided tape to keep that in place. Let's just take a look at how all my paints look. Awesome! So this is actually just what I was looking for. I've got these flimsy white lids, which it works. If I was to flip it, it's not a big deal. And I can just pull one and see everything at once. Alright, I don't know if I'm going to keep working on this right now. If I was, so some things to do: secure the foam, although it's not bad. I'd like to add something to this lid. It'd be really cool to have brushes here. And like, no, who am I kidding? There's actually not that much room. So, originally I thought I was going to have tons of space, but if I flip this upside down through the plastic, you can see there's about 1/4 inch. And yeah, you could fit brushes there. But I think this might just be for paint from now on.